Welcome back, guys. Danger Close Adventures. We out here. Big Hurt, Tug Diesel. Today, we're going to be talking about Pokemon. Sword and Shield. First experience. I think this Pokemon game is one of the easiest ones I've ever played.
The easiest?
Easiest.
It's really?
Easy. It's way too easy.
Why?
I think it's too easy. Because remember when they first brought in experience shares, and it was only for one other Pokemon? Because you had to train every Pokemon individually. So you pretty much had to be very picky about your team, and covering each other's weaknesses and strengths.
Wasn't it like a stone or something you had to have?
It was experience share. That's the name of the item.
The item. That's what
the item was called experience share. But it was only way back in Gen 3. It was
and you didn't get it till way later.
You got it after I think in Gen 3. Because that's my favorite Pokemon game. It was the second gym. You got it in the second gym, yeah.
Wow.
But it was only for one other Pokemon, so it was pretty much I can only share experience with one other, and then the other ones had to. You either had to put them in the daycare to give them experience, or you had to train every single one individual. It was hard because you had to actually be careful, pick a team, and work on every single Pokemon individually. Well, now I think after Gen 4 or 5, the experience share was spread out to the whole team.
Oh, wow.
So you could just put it on and then you spread it to the whole team, but you didn't get the experience share to Gen 4 or 5. Well, now there's no experience share. Everybody gets experience no matter what. Even catching Pokemon, you gain experience.
I kind of don't like that. And
you gain the same amount of experience catching Pokemon than you do if you just made it faint. I can't say the word because of YouTube.
Yeah. But
you made it faint. It's a strategy, turn-based game. Oh, let's make it really easy. So that was the only thing I really don't like is I think it's too easy. Every single Pokemon gains experience no matter what. You could tell because it's the first Pokemon game on a Switch and not your 3DS or way back then when I played back in my day. It was called the Game Boy.
Back in my day.
Yep. I still get yelled at because I still call the 3DS a Game Boy. And I actually had somebody yell at me and go, "It's not a Game Boy. It's a Nintendo 3DS." I'm like, whatever, dude. I grew up in the 90s, man.
Honest review.
It's a Game Boy. Screw you. I'm going to call it a Game Boy.
You freaking pleb.
Plebs. Tell that they're doing experimentation with it. So, I don't want to take the game... I know the game is set up so it's the first experimental game. It's not a full-on...
Experimental how?
So you can tell they're trying to put in new things into it to work the new system. So, Pokemon's never been you can never control the camera. Remember, it's always been up and down, overhead view.
Yeah.
But this one, it's that 3D view, so the camera kind of moves with you a little bit, as you're going through, but so that it changes for you. But there's a region in the game where you can fully control the look stick, the right stick and the left stick.
Wow. So
you can actually kind of look around while you're walking, but it's only in one area of the game.
How do you feel about that?
It's cool, actually controlling the right stick to control the camera, but it's only in one spot. It's a big area, but it feels like they threw it in the middle of the map so they can kind of see how that works as opposed to always having a fixed camera follow you. So you can tell they're experimenting with that. I like the...
And we're talking Sword and Shield.
Yeah, this is together. I know they usually, everybody always talks about both versions are pretty much the same game, except for some of the Pokemon you can catch, there's only, it's the same way specific to
the legendary is
yeah,
for
the
that
legendaries
version.
from and then some of the Pokemon you can catch out in the world are a little different. But this time they did, so one version you would fight a certain... You always fought the same gym battles, the same trainers, the same gym leaders. Well, in this game, it's different gym leaders. So I think your second gym leader is always it's gonna be a water type, and then and I haven't played Sword. I'm playing Shield because I feel like everybody's gonna play Sword because that Pokemon is really cool.
Yeah.
But the Pokemon and Shield version I think are better overall. The ones that are specific to that one.
Yeah, and the long run.
Yeah, the long run, I think you'll have better Pokemon in the end. But yeah, the gym leaders are different in the other versions. So I feel like they can do more with it. If you're going to have two versions of Pokemon, make it so every gym leader is different. Like in different orders or something, and make it so
like have the same type of Pokemon
no, like there are
for
different.
that gym?
There are different types too. So like
Oh,
one
so the
gym
first
leader,
gym could be water.
the first gym was water, but the first gym in Shield would be grass.
Oh wow, I like that.
And then there's ones where like the Elite Four, like there's a Ghost type user, but the other one's a Dark type user and Sword. So they could do that more. I feel like they should expand more. Like you could tell they're trying to see why would we make 2 games instead of just
so you're
1?
trying to say like they're getting away from the fact of like they're both the same game, just different
with different
a
legendaries.
couple different legendaries.
Yeah, just a little different. But this time they want to make it completely different.
Well, not completely, but
yeah,
like
overall
change the aspects of the other game to make it feel like you're playing another.
You're playing another game instead of I'm just playing the same game with a new team. They actually are using the gyms as an arena style thing, so there's actual like people watching. You know how I always felt like you're the only one, it's just you and the gym leader, nobody's watched you fight?
Like in Pokemon
You're like
Indigo,
in this little
the
area.
actual show where they're
so
actually...
you walk up to the guy and you're like, okay, there's no actual gym area, there's just a Pokemon. And
you're just trying to avoid the other battles to get to the battle.
But this one, like, you're actually in a big arena. Like, they make a spectacle of everything.
It's a show.
So, like, there's people watching you, and then there's an actual battlefield that you put your Pokemon on. I know the biggest thing people are saying is they want to have their favorite Pokemon in the game. Like, my favorite Pokemon's not in this game. It's not even in the list of Pokemon that I could
probably because it's the OGs.
It's my Mudkip, dude.
Oh yeah.
And then Swampert's not in the game. I'm really upset. But that's about it. He's my favorite. No, I understand. I understand everybody. I don't think those people that are mad about the Pokedex not being full are wrong. And I don't think it's wrong of Game Freak to want to limit the Pokedex now. That's just my thoughts on it. I'm going to put my opinion in it and not listen to the whole crowd. I liked it. It's one of the stronger Pokemon games that come out. Because honestly, like, Generation 3 is my favorite. Ruby and Sapphire. That one I think was the best overall. Even though everybody says that they're like the weakest Pokemon. That has my favorites. And I did not like Generation 4, 5, and 6. Those are bad. Those are bad gens. So this is like ahead of all of it.
Yeah.
So like Generation 3, 2, and 1, then Sword and Shield, I think is Generation 7 right now. And then, actually I kind of put, well, they did have Pokemon on the GameCube.
Did they?
Yeah, there's 2 Pokemon games on the GameCube.
What was it?
Like actual, like, one was Pokemon Coliseum. That was one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta look it up. And not everybody knows about Pokemon Coliseum. You guys are going to have to look up what Pokemon Coliseum is. And then another one was Pokemon XD. What I really like about these games, the last generations have done it. I don't know why, but I like it. I like the idea or the fact that you can customize your character to look how you want him to look.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they
have it's cool. Like the last generation had it. I really liked it. So they have these things called camping. Like you can go camping. So anywhere out in the game where you can set up a camp. And it forces you, like say you want your Pokemon, like so you know how like in the games they always like your Pokemon's friendly towards you the more like you battle with it, the more it spends time with you. Well, they have a separate system where it's got like 5 levels of happiness with you. And if you reach max level with happiness, like they will start to start avoiding more attacks in battle. Or if you get like a status effect, you can like, oh, you and your Pokemon connected on a different level and now the Pokemon doesn't have its status effect anymore. Like stuff like that. Like there's things that gives you a massive leg up in battle if you're friendly with it. Well, the game makes you like go camping, which is like, oh, set up a camp, and then like it gives you, like you can cook for your Pokemon. So there's stuff in the game where like when you receive your berries, like you cook like a pot of curry, like or stew and stuff. And then so like when you feed your Pokemon to become happy towards you.
That's
and
pretty
then so they'll have like these friend levels, and then you'll know like when they get a heart above their head, oh, you reached a new level of like happiness. Play Dark Souls, man. Pokemon ain't nothing, but it's fun. I love playing them. I'm addicted to them. The strategy turn-based stuff is really cool and the best. So that was Pokemon Sword and Shield. Honest review. I like it. I wanted to show everybody how crazy I am about this game and why I like it so much. So, for all the generations, minus some of the old ones because I tore them up to shreds, I have all the guidebooks. So I wanted to show everybody the guidebooks.
Let's see.
Look at this. There's a Pokedex for Sun and Moon. Okay? Everybody's like, oh, no big deal. Right? I have the collector's edition for Sun and Moon. Okay? Look at this. Awesome. Here's for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Right? X and Y, the Pokedex and the regular guidebook. They're not the old ones, but these are the remakes. I have all the guidebooks right here. See that? Favorite gen. Second favorite gen. This generation sucked butt, but whatever. I really hated this generation, but I played it anyway because I love Pokemon way too much. And that's it. I just wanted to show everybody just how crazy I am about this game. Like, comment, subscribe, become part of the notification squad by hitting the bell icon.
Score.
Yeah, score.